Buckle up, sports fanatics. This is the Sports Chasers Podcast, your HQ for in-depth sports talk. Join host Kevin L. Warren and crew as they dissect the hottest stories, ignite debates, and bring you closer to the action. From locker room whispers to expert takes, we cover it all. It's game time, so strap in and grab a drink. The Sports Chasers Podcast starts right now.
Hey, good evening, everybody. What's happening, everybody? It's another edition of the Sports Chasers Podcast. Coming to you live and direct. It's a Thursday night. Y'all know what it is. Episode 264. That's right. We've been here doing it for a while. And I'm gladly to say that we are here and we're not going nowhere. So just remember to like, click, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the bells for all the notifications. And all my people that's listening to me under the sound of my voice, riding along your car, you wherever you at listening on the podcast side, y'all give us that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star review. 5-star review. Thank you for all those that's checking in on the check-in, in the comments on YouTube, Twitch, we're on Facebook, X, and YouTube. I did say YouTube, man. Hey, today's opening day. I'm grateful for opening day. Baseball, it's always special and near dear to me. As you can see, I got my Chasers gear on there, and I'm glad the opening day is back. But I just wanted to say this real quick before we start, and we're gonna start, man. I'm just really exhausted. I just really am exhausted, and I just really wish that sports gets back to a place where the players play, GMs GM, media do their media thing, and owners own all that stuff. I really am. I just pray that things do come back full circle and just we get to that, man. Because sports is great, man, especially when it's, you got competition, you got people wanting to compete, and you got teams that, want to, knock each other's block off, man. But that's what I pray for. It's been an exhausting week. I think those that can read between the lines know what I'm talking about, and we won't go through it because we want to just talk about sports tonight, man. Like I said, opening day is today. My Yankees won. Got a little shaky in the ninth inning, but they won nonetheless. Baseball's here. Like I said, the NCAA men's are going on tonight. BYU and Alabama's in the first half. It's Alabama 27, BYU 26. We'll talk about a little hockey tonight. We'll talk about the NBA tonight. Ryan will be with us tonight. I'll be Dan, the hockey guy. Dan will not be with us. He's not feeling well, and neither is Mike Mills. So we'll make it do what it do. Let's meet the crew. I got rid of my little monologue there. DA, what's up, brother? How are you, sir? What's going on?
Oh, man, I'm good, man. How about you?
Man, all is well. Like I said, it's hope springs eternal. MLB is back, and I know we're a little early, March 27th, but they got to push it up because postseason so long. So shout out to the MLB and what they're trying to do. D-Dubs, how are you tonight? He's got a little Snoopy hat on and the Giants.
Yeah, what up, man? Thursday night Sports Chasers Podcast. We in here doing it. Yeah,
we ain't here.
I must concur with you, man. It's a long week,
bro. I'm exhausted.
Long week of foolishness, man. With these clowns, man. I swear, it's just WWE. I just wish we get back to the game, like you said. You good? Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, man.
They're exhausted, man. And of course, got to do our due diligence and just touch it for, just for a minute, and that's about it. That's all I got for them.
Yeah, that's all I got for them. Thank you for all those that's climbing and checking in, man. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to all those that's never been with us, just joining us and has been subscribing to our channel. I'm thankful for you guys. Thank you so much, man. Like I said, man, this is the Sports Chasers Podcast. And we talk about sports, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't always agree on here, man, but we talk about sports, and this is what we love to do, man. And I think I'm going to start saying at the end of the show, like I got the in my bio, like where I say sports is everything. Win, lose, or draw. It's just something to talk about, something to be about, because when you're at that sporting event for the 3 hours or 2.5 hours, man, it's your team against the other person's team, man, and y'all chucking it up, or you're in a sports bar, wherever you're at, somebody else's house, your homeboy's house. That's my great memories of that. And I just, I want everybody to have those great memories too, man. So None of this. Let's go to the news. Chase's news, and this actually just came out on the hot press as of this an hour ago. I don't know if I should read this, but I'm going to go ahead and read it anyway. Adam Silver admits 2025 NBA All-Star Game format was a miss after the latest revamp. And this is from CBS Sports. Sam Quinn. Also remember that every article that we pull up in here, it'll be in the description on the podcast side as well as on the YouTube side, man. So Sam Quinn, he says this. The NBA just can't settle on All-Star format. The Elam ending came and went. The East vs. West format has been axed twice now with a player draft held in between those two runs. This season, the NBA tried something new. Rather than holding a single All-Star game, it shifted a tournament format. 3 teams of 8 All-Stars compete against one another, as well as a team of rising stars for the weekend crown. That update was not well received by fans, and Thursday, Commissioner Adam Silver made it clear that he agreed with their frustrations. It was a miss. Silver said at the press conference following the Board of Governors meeting, we're not there in terms of creating an all-star experience we can be proud of and our players can be proud of. Most frustrating to viewers, as Silver acknowledged, were the lengthy stoppages, both between games and in the case of the final. In the middle of the game, there's very little flow to the action as games either ended or stopped right as they were heating up with lengthy breaks before they resumed. Part of this was due to the unique circumstances involved with All-Star Weekend, which was TN's last producing the All-Star festivities. A ceremony honoring the broadcasting team is what held up the final game. NBC will take over the All-Star Weekend next season as part of their league's new national media rights deal, and they will presumably include some measure of influence of whatever format All-Star takes moving forward. Silver noted that the widespread interest in the Team USA versus Team World format, but also cited the logistical difficulty, included given the reality that All-Star rosters will rarely be balanced between American and foreign players. The format probably isn't immediately viable. So, but seemingly every ferry begins the optimism that the All-Star game might be salvaged and ends up with a renewed sense of hopelessness surrounding the event. Each change seemingly creates further indifference in both the players and the fans. And if a permanent solution isn't found, All-Star Weekend might be beyond savings. I'll start first. I'm going to start first.
I got the solution, but go ahead.
I'm going to start first. I didn't watch the All-Star game. I probably have not watched the NBA All-Star game in the last couple of years because of what that last article said and with Mr. Quinn, between the indifference between the fans and the players. And, they don't want to play, and that's fine. And I don't have to watch. And I keep saying, if you'll shut me up if you play and compete. That's all. That's all I got for the NBA. And maybe they need to do like the NFL. The NFL figured it out. You know what? We're going to do some fan-friendly thing. We'll go to Orlando every year. We'll go check out Mickey. And we'll do some, some kiddie thing. We'll do some flag football and make it a fan-fun event. And we'll just name the All-Star or people who made the All-Star teams and then just call it that. Maybe that's what they need to do. Just a suggestion, NBA, just a suggestion. So that's my take on that. D-Dubs, go ahead.
Yeah, man. All right, you want to go to the harsh one first? The harsh one is, just shut it all down altogether, man. Yeah, y'all don't want to play it anyway. The second harsh one, you guys make too much money, man. That's what it makes. I don't do too much counting other people's pockets, but y'all make so much money that y'all don't even care to compete. That's where I think y'all at right now. That's where I think is at. I could be wrong. DA's coming out after me, and because there's no way in the world. I mean, it's really an easy fix, and we talked about this in the past. They can fix it, but if you don't have guys who's going to be committed to it, they could do East West, they could do NBA versus the Globe, they could do NBA against Pakistan. I don't care what you do. If you don't really care to play, you're not going to play, and you're going to give us quality garbage like you've been giving us. So if you ask me, I'm tired of seeing it. You said the last couple of years, it's been more than that for me. So Well, let's just wrap it up. Pack it up. They don't want to play.
Yeah. Hola, brother Bristol. Hola.
Brother Mike, what's up?
What's going on, man? ¿Qué pasa, señor? DA, what you got? You probably ain't got nothing. So
I can see by his face.
If you don't want to be there, don't be there. I'm not sure, man. You know, because if you listen to that statement you just read, Kev, he said to the game that the players can be proud of and the league can be proud of. He never said what the fans could be proud of. So you were left out the equation. So if you're not trying to do something that the fans would, be proud of and speak to and speak glowingly of, then don't do it. I mean, no one's forcing you, man. Take the 2 weeks off.
Man, I didn't even catch that, DA. Man, that's yeah. Yeah, he did say fans in there. No, okay.
No, he didn't.
I'm checking. He didn't.
Nothing about the fans.
So,
Right. I mean, DA, it's up to the fans. The fans can shut it off too. I've done shut it off more than a couple of years.
I'm
good.
You can't really make any decisions on it until you discern as a group what's your purpose and what you're doing it for. And if you don't say the fans in anything, then okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, they pretty much told us about our crummy lives, and they didn't.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I got nothing on that.
Yeah, y'all gonna go back to your boring lives, and yeah. But y'all keep on coming back. But we want y'all to keep coming back.
There's always an episode of Star Trek on somewhere. So
hey, man, Twilight Zone, whatever it is, man. Jack, Three's Company.
Come and knock on the door.
Yeah. Like I said, man, it ain't I could find something else to do. You really ain't threatening me saying anything. So, but
yeah.
I didn't watch it this year. I didn't even know there was a new format until the next day. So
yeah, I mean,
it got nothing to do with it. Absolutely.
Like I said, this just came out within the last hour.
But how long did it take Adam Silver? Did they know it right away? How long did it take them to recognize that?
After the game.
Huh?
They knew the day after the game.
I'm pretty sure. But
now people, we got friends that'll say it doesn't matter because they got the big $1 billion
contract,
TV deal. But the reality is that TV deal is probably in the works for years. But the one thing an advertiser does not want to see is people not watching, because all those commercials that you're putting out at least believing that folks are going to be watching.
And those advertisers want what? They want you to see the product. So if you selling TV, you selling them a hot dog, toothpaste, they want to see the people watching this stuff. So
they would like to at least, that's important, I would imagine.
Definitely important, man. So we're gonna move on. We'll have more NBA when Ryan comes on later on the show. We'll have some more NBA, and we'll talk about the NCAA. The like I said, the Sweet 16 is underway. Alabama's beating BYU 38-32 in the first half. Let me move on to the story. This story is kind of prickly. Heard a lot of opinions on this one. Sources: Stanford fires head football coach Troy Taylor. Troy Taylor has been let go less than a week after a report detailed complaints regarding hostile workplace behavior from the head coach. Stanford has fired head coach Troy Taylor, sources told Sports Illustrated's Pat Forty. Decision was made by the Stanford general manager Andrew Luck, comes less than a week after ESPN published a story detailing hostile workplace behavior from the Cardinal head coach. The report detailed aggressive and hostile behaviors towards colleagues, according to the investigative journalism of ESPN's Juan Tai. Many of the colleagues who was believed were women. Let me give the Mike McDaniel here. He wrote the article, not Mike McDaniel of the Dolphins, but Mike McDaniel of SI. He wrote this article. The decision was made by Stanford general manager Andrew Luck. Comes less than a week after ESPN. Well, I just read that. Excuse me. It's been clear that the certain aspects of the program need change, Luck told The Athletic on Tuesday. Additionally, in recent days, there has been a significant attention to Stanford investigations in previous years related to Coach Taylor. After continued consideration, it is evident to me that our program needs to reset In consultation with university leadership, I no longer believe that Coach Taylor is the right coach to lead our football program. The 56-year-old Taylor landed the head coaching job at Stanford 2 years ago to replace longtime coach David Shaw. Taylor went 3-9 each of his first 2 seasons of the job. I'll get this to the DA first. Your thoughts on Coach
I'm pretty
Taylor?
sure, first and foremost, when you get hired at an institution, you know what the rules are. So if you broke the rules, you're going to get fired. But 3-9 is what got him fired.
Oh, yeah.
Go 3-9. So you could use that excuse you want, but 3-9 is what got him fired. I'm pretty sure he could have done some things differently as a coach. But, again, when you take the job, you know the rules of that job. You can't do this, got to wear this, whatever it is.
You should.
So if you went afoul of that, and you deserve to get fired.
Right.
But winning 3 games a year for the last 2 years is not Stanford's way.
No.
Right. That's just not. And especially with the amount of dough that place has, the endowment funds and how many folks have graduated from that school that are, uber rich. I can't see why they weren't paying for the players, or maybe he was just being stubborn and I'm not paying no NIL, whatever it was. Hey, you're not running the team the way the rules of the game say to run it. So, hey, find another job. Do what you got to do. God bless you.
God bless you. D-Dub's thoughts on Stanford. Andrew Luck. Yes, that Andrew Luck from the Indianapolis Colts. He's the general manager, as you can see, with NIL and all that stuff. More programs, football programs, and I guess basketball programs is not far behind. They're getting general managers to manage the money portion of the NIL, and go with it. Go ahead, D-Dubs.
Yo, DA said something. 3-9 is what got you fired. Well, if that's the case, if 3-9 was just say 3-9 got me fired. Don't come up with something. Yo, a hostile work environment. Now, you kind of put me out there. And I'm just thinking about from the coach's standpoint. You put me out there where people, if I'm trying to get another job, like you said, go get another job. How am I going to get another job when you put hostile work environment?
Well, unless that's the truth.
Sir,
but we don't know if they got to do the investigation, but you fired me on the tense of hostile work environment.
Sir, what happened at your last job?
Exactly. Explain to me.
Right.
Why? And they didn't say 3-9. They didn't say it's the 3-9 record.
Nope.
Had you just said 3-9, I'm cool. I can explain. I didn't have enough players. That blah blah blah.
Coaches these jobs anyway, man. So they don't.
But D, we don't know that though. We don't know. We know some coaches who don't. Hey, we know some coaches who don't get the second chance or third chance or fourth chance. I'm just saying.
He go get another job if he's good at what he does.
Well, Ty Willingham didn't get another job.
Listen, he didn't get fired for record though.
Yeah. He got fired for what? What did he get fired for?
It wasn't a hostile work environment.
It was BS.
Hey, my man, what's my man in Michigan State who was with the chick?
And that all that was refuted.
Yeah. Now let's see, he get another job. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is, if it was the 3-9 record, say it's the 3-9 record that got me fired. Don't be putting something else on my name, then I can't get a job. That's all I'm saying. If he did all this stuff, then they'll be dealt with.
Yes, 100%.
Passive aggressive. That's all.
Yeah, I just say I just don't like it. Just tell me 3-9, bro. I mean, because you know how many guys you get fired. I just don't like it.
Think about how things trickle down. In this era, the 3-9 means a lot more than just having a bad team. I can point to, hey, the school wasn't putting up enough money for NIL, or not NIL, because NIL and the collective is different. They weren't putting up a big enough collective amount for the team to get the players we needed in here. So you don't want to say 3-9 because 3-9 means a lot. Our facilities weren't this is that. We didn't have enough money to pay the players. We wasn't doing this. We weren't doing this.
Hey, but D, my name means a lot.
Yeah, well, it don't mean a lot to the school.
Well, listen. I represent the school for the time they paying me.
Well,
but now that you're not paying me, my name is out there, and I can't get a job.
Civil court, sir. I'll see you in court. If you feel that,
I'm just looking out for the
strong,
coaches tonight. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think you need to go to court.
I'm looking out for the coaches tonight.
You know,
You ain't just gonna be slandering my name out here just because, just 3-9. I'll take the 3-9. Yeah, I don't care about you.
You will. The school won't.
Yeah, I know. This is why you gotta protect yourself out here. But hey, Mr. Taylor, I wish you the best.
Yeah, me too.
I don't like the connotation to your name neither, man.
The D man, look, if he's smart, he got a paper trail of emails and all the rest of that.
Yeah, so, absolutely. But if you're getting fired for yelling or that hostile work environment is so broad and it can mean anything, and they use that a lot just to get you in the catch-all. But
exactly what it is.
Definitely. Let me move on here.
Sorry, Kevin. It sounds like this a hostile work environment.
Hey, as I got this thing scrolling down, hey, make sure you check out our merchandise thing on our sportschaserspodcast.net, our website, man. We got some new improved stuff. I got this hat on right now. Hey, got it from our new merch store, man. You want to support us, man? Hey, if you even want to support us, even in the super chat, man, I don't say that enough, man. But yo, you can go on YouTube and if you want to support the cause, what we're trying to do as the Sports Chasers, man. Drop us a line here at the super chat, man. So we appreciate that, man. Let me go on to the next story here from.
Me too, Mike.
And this is from what is this from? USA Today. USA Today. They'll hold you over a barrel how NHL teams execs milk youth hockey families for profit. This is probably right up DA's alley. And 3 Dallas Star employees use their positions with the National Hockey League team and a top prominent youth hockey nonprofit organization to profit at thousands of families' expense, a USA Today investigation found. Shout out to those that's doing investigative reporting, man. Shout out to you guys, man. And this is from USA Today, from Kenny Jacoby of USA Today. The employees, Damon Botcher, Lucas Reed, and Brad Buckland, organized dozens of Stars-run youth hockey tournaments that require out-of-town participation to book rooms for a minimum number of nights at select hotels. At the same time, the employees separately ran a company, Stay to Play LLC, that acted as a middleman between the Stars and the hotels, taking a cut of the revenue. The arrangement went on for 4.5 years. Nearly half the participants at 48 Stars run tournaments from mid-2020 to December 2024 hailed from the outside the host city and its surrounding region. The investigation found each of these more than 20,000 participants' hotel payments may have unknowingly padded the bank accounts of 3 Dallas Star employees. Parents couldn't find a cheaper hotel or split an Airbnb. Those who tried to skirt the requirement risked their children being kicked out of the tournament and a forfeiture of all their team's games without a refund or entry, usually between $1,000 and $2,000 per team. Instead, they were forced to pay hundreds of dollars for hotel rooms they did not always want or need. USA Today reviewed more than 40 official tournament rule books dealing the requirements, state business filings, travel agency registries, website archives, invoices from 2 tournament hotels that charge $162 to $175 per night after taxes. Most tournaments require a minimum 3-night stay. Some require 4. Stay-to-play requirements are somewhat common across youth sports and maddening to many parents. The organization hosting the tournament usually receives a kickback from the hotel booking revenue, and sometimes a third-party company that coordinates with the hotels also take a cut. The difference in this case is that the kickbacks went to the same people tasked with organizing, overseeing, and shaping the rules of the tournament, as opposed to the independent entity and those people who had multiple conflicts of interest. Botcher, Reed, and Buckland carried out the operation not only while they were Star employees, but while Reed served as a president of the nonprofit Texas Amateur Hockey Association, the USA Hockey affiliates that acts as a governing body overseeing youth and adult hockey in Texas and in Oklahoma, and Buckland serves as the secretary. One of the association's primary responsibilities is facilitating tournaments for members, the same tournament from which Reed and Buckland personally profited from by validating they comply with the USA Hockey rules, although the president and secretary don't personally vote on which tournament to approve. They set the agenda for the association and vote on changes to policies and procedures. A proposal for a new rule barring state of play requirements, for instance, will have to go through them. Parents whose membership fees support the nonprofit accept the board of members to act in their interests, yet two of these board members have a financial incentive to ensure families keep paying for unwanted hotel stays. I'll go to DA because he's a youth parent. He's been doing this.
I was, but I would not. First, this is what needs to happen. This is pretty simple too, man. You put those dudes in jail for over 10 years. No, you have to, because it's the will of the game and youth hockey all along. That's the problem. All right, you can't do that because you're just turning off other parents from coming to Texas to play tournaments because now they think all of you guys are dirty, which you may well be. Now, two, parents, your kid is not going to the pros playing in a youth tournament. There's absolutely positively no reason to spend that kind of money for a youth hockey tournament. Makes no sense. It's not going to help your kid. Don't do it. Get your kid, to play your local city where you live at, unless they don't really do hockey there, which is probably, you're not going to find many cities like that. Do your research, find your reputable tournaments that kids have been going to for years. And, again, the reality is, if your goal or your child can really play and they're trying to go to college to play and do everything else, you'll probably have to go to like what's in football is called a prospect camp, right? And you don't ever pay. That's how you know your kid can play. When your kid can really, really play, a college will invite your son out there to play. It won't charge you a dime. So if you're being charged to go do it, there it is. Oh, yeah, yes, Michael, you're right. And I'll tell you up front, don't be gassed. You don't ever want to worry about a parent telling you that you're worth it. I mean, a coach. You know who needs to tell you that? If you playing somewhere else and you outside and you hear guys just saying, that kid number blah, blah, blah on this team is nice. He can play. That's it. There's no other reason to, don't worry about it. Because there is a system for a reason. And I'm not sure what it is. I'll get with Dan. I don't know why it is this way. I don't know if it's this way in hockey because they have an IHL league and so forth and so on. So if people believe that you can do that, they will get you there because this is not a conspiracy. The coaches will find you if you're that good. Word of mouth will get you there. Internet even more. If you can play, they'll find you. So you don't really need to do all that and be in these tournaments because there is no real exposure there.
So would they find you and pay for you and fund it, or you gonna have to?
But you could, like, if you go to a prospect camp, you don't pay no money to be there. When Ronald went to Alabama, he didn't play. He didn't pay $1. Now there were other kids that paid to be in the Alabama camp, but if you're in the prospect camp, it's free. And they wasn't even working out with the other kids. There was another 200-300 kids there in Tuscaloosa doing whatever.
So that's the thing, or the parents are aware of that. The parents are not.
They know.
So,
they know because fools like me are there, and they'll ask you, "Hey, how much did you pay for your son to be over there?" Well, I'll say,
nothing.
That's why I got this article just for you because you know how it goes. And I was supposed to read it last week, but Dan was. I was hoping that Dan would be on tonight, but Dan's not feeling well tonight, and shame on them for sullying up the Dallas Stars name. And like you said, now everybody is comes down to Texas or the Oklahoma area and put their kids in youth hockey and all that. They're like, I don't know.
Right. Hey, like I said, man, my new word is purpose. So for the parents, what's your purpose of going? Right.
Facts.
And for the coaches, I know what your purpose is: money. So, and you have to think to yourself, why would you not Why would you go to anything where someone tells you what hotel you have to stay in? What's the purpose of that? Why where I stay? Why does it matter to you?
Nah, I want to stay in the Ramada, man. I'm gonna stay in.
But if you want to, that's fine. What I'm saying is they can't tell you have to stay in the Holiday Inn because they're getting a kickback. But the first time somebody tells you that, if you keep doing it, you're that's weird. Like he's like, nah, I ain't doing it. I'll stay home. That's all. Your hip pops up against the house, or whatever it is you do. So yeah, you know.
So how do these parents protect themselves?
By doing research and being smart and realistic.
That's all right, so they come into the game. I mean, yeah.
Look, man.
Well, you know, everybody thinks the kid is good, though.
For a while.
It
happened for all of us, man.
Yeah, we all think that our kid's the
Everybody
best kid.
thinks their kid is good until you see kids that are really good.
Right.
And then you have then your rose-colored glasses. You don't take them off; they get knocked off. And you're like, "Ooh, damn, okay."
Ooh, look at that kid, man. He's bigger than you.
Man, I thought Julius Randle in 6th grade. He was 6'6".
Yeah.
Oh, facts.
I was like, wow. And Dorian had a hell of a tournament. It was the first, what's that, YBL tournament.
Yeah.
I think it was 2011, 2010, Portland Nike tournament. Came in the gym, saw some big, I thought he was just playing like catch. Or, playing a game with little kids is running around a grown man, at halftime or whatever.
Right.
No. He's like, yeah, he's named Julius Randle, Texas. I was like, wow, he's a pro. They said, do you think he's a pro now? I said, he's 6'7". He's 10. The hell do you mean do I think he's a pro? Yes. Well, now, he ain't grow another 3 inches the rest of his life. But he was 6'6", 6th grade. So,
yeah,
it's what it is.
Well, parents, do your homework.
You better. Listen, what? Do you do your homework if you're buying a car?
You better.
Do you do your homework when you're spending money on appliances?
Yeah.
So why would you not do your homework when somebody's telling you got to pay $3,000-$4,000 to come out here to play in the tournament?
Well, I'm a single mother.
Yeah. Unless you're saying, unless you know,
I'm a single parent.
You got to say how many kids have gotten deals or scholarships that played here. Well,
yeah.
Are those parents willing to speak up and put like a testimonial where you could kick it with them? But yo, look, my son went to Bobo Bow and we got this coach came that. Dog, if you don't have it, you don't go. Because there are enough reputable tournaments, I'm pretty sure, in every sport. And if you have to go another route, then you play in a high school and you're really good at your high school and the coach sees you there.
Well, it's just like you said, right? The key to this thing is if your kid is good, they'll be invited and all expenses is paid, and that's when you know that your kid is good.
Yeah, they'll find you.
But is it viable to do you say there's no value in sending your kid to any of these sports camps?
Not if I do not believe there's any value of sending any kid to any camp unless it is an instructional camp. If you're just sending your son to a camp where he's supposed to be playing 18 games in the weekend against these guys, do not do it. You're wasting your money. Buy another car. Put some new windows in your house. Do anything else.
Yo, dude, give him home improvements, my shit. Yo, put new windows in your house.
He does go to Lowe's in the fall, right?
Why play the game, man?
Damn.
I'm not going. I've been saying this to people for a long time, man. So, and we're at some point in time, things have gotten in my way, man. But I'm gonna have my youth coaches symposium sometime by the end of this year, and coaches that are real,
he promises,
all different sports will tell you the truth, right? Other guys, they'll lie to you, but even if they're lying to you, the parents have to keep their eyes open. Don't drop your kid off and leave. You can do that when they're up to about 12, 13, 14. You can drop them off and leave, but after 14 years old, you better see what's going on.
Yeah.
Because for kids who can't play that good or mid-major type kids,
right,
14 and up, it gets expensive.
And that's for all sports. Yeah.
Yeah. So for basketball and football, where my two kids played, when they got to high school, I never picked another. I never bought D another pair of sneakers. I never bought another pair of 15s. Because they was giving them to him. What the heck I'm buying for? I need my money. Yes.
Right.
Yes, for the car.
Parents, if you're listening, this is clipped up, man. Y'all better listen to DA kicking his knowledge. He had 2 kids.
It's hard, man. It's just really, really hard. And you still got to go through high school. So you better get close with your high school coach and make sure your son has skills and knows the game. Basketball, football, baseball, whatever it is.
But Rick Pitino said he wasn't looking at high school kids anymore.
One coach out of 800 D1 schools or something?
Right.
Now don't say that, Michael. Don't say that, Michael, because you know that's what happens, and I know you're married. So I want to cast those aspersions on you, brother. But I know that. That's I ain't want to talk about that.
Yeah, that's for the we're gonna do a spinoff on Sports Chasers.
That's an after-hour show.
Yeah, man. Wow.
Yeah, not for prime time. Not for prime time.
About our beautiful mamas that be out here.
My wife came to one of them away tournaments, and my wife saw that crowd. She said, "You ain't coming to no more of these." I was like, "God damn!" No more of these. Not without me, anyway.
Oh man, that's funny, man. That's
Go
funny.
ahead. You're on your own, son.
Yeah.
It's funny, man. Yeah, man. So shame on those guys with the stars, like you said, DA. They're just real simple. They lock them up, throw them in jail for doing that, man. Let me go to the next story real quick here. I had it pulled up. Hold on, I had it. Where did it go? All right, I got it right here, and this is from iHood, and this is from Vincent J. Mercolino from the Rockland Westchester Journal News. All Sam Rosen wants is a playoff run to extend his final season in the broadcast booth. Unfortunately, for the New York City resident, the Rangers are making him sweat this one out. I look forward to every game now to the end of the season, Rosen said to a prior salute to Sam ceremony at Madison Square Garden. I'm trying to drag this team into the playoffs with me. I walk around the locker room at practice giving encouragement. Come on, guys, you can do it. They're not listening to me, but hopefully they'll change in the next couple of weeks. The Blue Shirts have 12 games remaining to rally for Sam, including 5 on home ice. But whether it's mid-April, or mid-June, the end is joined there on a legendary career that spanned more than 40 years. I've been able to focus most of the season just on the games and the travel and the team in the race and the ups and the downs and of the team, Rosen said. But it's getting down to the short numbers, he says. One of the true gentlemen of the sports media industry, Rosen is universally adored by his fan base that doesn't agree on much. The 77-year-old is quite literally the only voice that generations of viewers have known, but a health scare last May made him consider it was time for him to hang up his mic. Rosen says that kind of hits you and you think about it. What if you were on the road and you got sick? How would you feel? What would that mean? He said, that's what I kind of started to think about it seriously. And I talked about it with my wife and my family. This is the right time. I've always said to my family, if my level of performance falls off, you have to tell me you don't have to tell me because I don't want to be hanging around. When I go out this year, I want to let people look at me and say, boy, we're going to miss you. We really love what you're doing. You're still at the top of your game. The ensuing farewell tour has been met with the rock star treatment in every NHL season, with Rosen greeted by scoreboard tributes, gifts from opposing teams, and countless selfies requests from fans. The last road trip I sat and I thought about every city in the league and realized that in every city I have people that I know very well care about me, he said. I realized that I made a lot of friendships and got to know some really wonderful people. So the New York Rangers, Sam Rosen, the voice of the New York Rangers, man, like he said, like the article said, for a whole generation, man, he's called, the game where the Rangers finally won the cup in 1994.
40 years, man.
40 years.
Hell, 40 years play-by-play now.
Again. Since the Rangers won, 94 and 2004, 24? What's that, 30?
Yeah.
So it's one cup every 40 years. So
shout out to Sam.
Sam's he's a Hall of Famer, broadcaster, man. you always get insight for all you hockey fans. He really does his thing, man, and I always appreciate him. Listen to. He used to do radio also, for us New Yorkers who wasn't, growing up in the 80s and 90s, who wasn't fortunate to have cable at first. And, you listen to the Rangers. You couldn't look at the Rangers and the Knicks on their home games on TV. I know that's wild for people to think about that. And DA and D-Dubs can attest to that. Only time we got to watch the Knicks was on national television. Other than that, they was on WWOR.
Oh, they know that about the Knicks now. They can't find the Knicks now. They're trying to. I think they're still on strike, right? With whatever cable is up there in New York City.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I read that article a couple weeks ago about the Knicks being on. Yes, I guess they on whatever the news station is. I think they on 880. The Knicks are on now, not WFN or one of them. But Sam Rosen, go ahead, D-Dub. Your thoughts about Sam Rosen?
Nah, man. 40-year career, man. What can you say, man? This guy's been a staple of the New York Rangers. So. Yes, rock star he is. I mean, if you listen to him call a game, he does a fantastic job. So, shout out to him, family. Well deserved. He's been kind of like he's Marv Albert for the Rangers.
Yeah. I mean, basically, he took them. Not take the job, but he pretty much because Marv was doing it part time after Marv had it full time, and then when Marv was doing more national television with TNT and TBS for the basketball side, Sam Rosen pretty much, took the nope. This is a happy story. This is a happy story. You're not going to do that to Sam Rosen. Nope. No,
it's about Marv, man.
I know talk about Marv.
That's how like the game started changing with the media. When Marv Albert got caught up in that, that was wild. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. Marv Albert. Marv Albert controversy.
Try not to laugh.
My God, that's when like the media, the game was changing. When Marv Albert got caught up in it, he was like, "Holy shit!"
Damn women. That's all that is.
Yeah, I see. I'm not trying to kick the man while he's down. Shout out to Marv Albert and his family, man. But Marv,
be biting on no women.
Yeah, bro, that was crazy.
Yes.
Shout out to Sam Rosen.
Yes.
Sam Rosen with his signature call. It's a power play goal. That's his signature call.
Yeah.
And as DA is talking about Marv Albert. But yes, Sam Rosen has had a decorated career with the New York Rangers, man. Much love to him, man. Hopefully Rangers can pull this off. It's looking a little iffy still, but I'll go to do the rundown here in a little bit, man. So let me go and move on to football, man. I guess, this is going to be moving on here to football. Yes, NFL it is. And let me just read this. This is from the Sport News, and this is from Joe Kronkowski. He says, this never want to withhold information. Football insider Pete Schrager dropped some bombshell news regarding Shador Sanders of Good Morning Football. Absolutely, Schrager said when he asked if there's a scenario where the Giants can pass on a quarterback. If Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter is higher on the board, that gives him the luxury that they don't have to take Shador Sanders. For weeks, Sanders has been projected to be likely fit in New York, even wearing a custom pair of red cleats and blue stripes and a Giants logo near the heel. But now the Giants signed with Russell Wilson, their significantly cloudier path for Sanders in New York. Schrager noted that the Giants have never held a private workout with Sanders, even going as far as to add that the team is not hell-bent on Shador Sanders. The report comes one day after ESPN Adam Schefter speculated the Giants would entertain a unique depth chart to have as many as options possible under center. He says, let live in the universe here where Russell Wilson picks the Giants. Schefter says, I still think with Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston and Tommy DeVito, I still think the Giants may go ahead and take Shador at number 3. Whether they sign Wilson or Aaron Rodgers, I don't think it changes anything. Well, the Giants did sign Wilson, and any potential news continues to only cloud the waters of what general manager Joe Shine might decide. I'll get it to D-Dubs. He has the Giant hat on. Thoughts on this?
Listen, they had to get a quarterback. They revamped the whole quarterback roster. So this looks 100% better than what we had, which we didn't have. Nothing. I mean, so we got. I understand. Listen, Jameis Winston is a backup. He's going to be our backup, and if he starts, he's good for at least about seven to 8 games. I'll give him half a season, and he could do something. Other than that, Russell Wilson is going to be the starter. And now we get to the draft. I'm cool with it. I'm cool if, listen, Cam Ward had a phenomenal pro day. Titans look like they locked and loaded. They're gonna pick him up.
Yeah.
So if Shador falls to 3, if Abdul Carter goes to Cleveland, I say pick up Shador Sanders. Go ahead and let them. Now, hopefully, the Giants had that conversation with Russell Wilson, being that he has he signed a 1-year deal. They had understanding that, hey, you're gonna play the season, you the starter, but I need you, kick some game to the youngster. I'm hoping that it works like that. But however, people are making saying it could go other ways where, if Travis Hunter or is left there at 3, Travis Hunter or Carter is there at 3, you pick up one of those two and then find they seem to think there's this other Dart. I forget a DA might know. They seem to think this guy Dart is a good quarterback. I don't know how. See, this is what be killing me about this draft stuff. That all of a sudden these other quarterbacks start getting names and nobody's even thinking about them, and the names start popping up. Now it's been all year we've been talking about Cam Ward and Shador Sanders.
Correct.
Right? So, hopefully if I'm the Giants, my thing is go ahead and pick up another quarterback and we'll figure out the rest. At least you know you got at least you know that you got a quarterback for the future.
Right.
As opposed to not having nothing and then what's the play? So because then I heard this other thing. Oh, we're looking for Archie Manning. Not Archie. Is it Archie? That's his name? Arch Manning.
Yeah, the grandson.
Arch Manning. So that means that Giant fans have to endure another losing season, and I don't think we're tired.
You're gonna lose this year anyway. So
well, maybe not. Okay, D. We're not gonna win 2. We're gonna win 3 games, 4 games. At least that's
winning. You'll be there for Arch when it's time to get him.
But maybe not.
Y'all gonna do best available. That's what the Giants are going to do. So y'all, I'm gonna save everybody some time for the rest of the summer. Listen to any Giants BS. The Giants will take, with the number 3 pick, the best available player. That's what getting Russell Wilson did. It gave them room to say, well, you know what? The kid from Penn State, the D lineman there, we put him on the other side of what's his name from Oregon?
Thibodeau.
Huh? Thibodeau.
Yeah, Thibodeau. Yeah.
Put him on the other side, and we'll be straight. Period. You can get the best available player.
And I'm cool with that.
Not good enough to want a specific player. I don't think any team either that far down should do that. That's kind of stupid to me. If I was the Titans, I wouldn't take Cam Ward. I would trade and get 6-7 players for Cam Ward because we're not that good. Well, that's not me, but the Titans aren't that good. So, yeah. So, to my point, Michael, yeah, Travis may be the best available player, and that's what they're going to do.
Yeah. Shout out to Mom watching. Shout out to Mike Bristol checking in. Mike always be checking in. Thank you, Mom. Thank you so much. Shout out to Coach Wells, man, checking in. Thank you, man. What's good, man?
What up?
And shout out to my dudes from the Go Cast. Hoops, man. They checking in tonight, man. Y'all gotta have y'all guys on, man. We talk some hoops, man. So we definitely gotta get them on, man. Ryan's trying to pop on here. So salute to those guys, man. Thank y'all. Coach Wells says, them quarterbacks, not even NFL proven. Drafting is a quarterback. Drafting in quarterbacks like playing Russian roulette. Yeah, I mean, I get it, man. So let me turn real quick. What are the Steelers going to do? What's up with the Steelers? What are they waiting on? Or
they're waiting on nothing, man. They'll pick. They'll get a quarterback from somewhere. And like I said, man, my theory on football is different than a lot of people's, man. You don't need a superstar quarterback to win a Super Bowl. So they got 2 wide receivers that can take a 5-yarder and take them all the way. Right? They got a good running back. Offensive line's getting better. Defense is good. They do not need to get a top tier quarterback per se, where you got two receivers that catch the ball at 5 yards and run it 60 yards.
Right.
You don't need it. This is a team game, so you got to pay everybody. So I don't think there's a lot of free agent quarterbacks. And now that you're paying dudes for 1 year, 2 years, yeah, man, shoot. They'll do it. I know Tomlin would not put all his eggs in the basket of a rookie without to save the season. I'm sure he'd rather get a career backup dude. You know what I'm saying?
So is
well, what's the goal though?
Yeah.
What do you? I mean,
they can still win the Super Bowl with it. That's what I'm saying. You don't need to have a superstar quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
well, I'm not saying you have to have a superstar quarterback, but you need a quarterback. You need.
They'll get one.
Oh well, we had. What's his name? Locke. He didn't do nothing.
But now look at him somewhere else doing something, right? So it's not that the kid can't play.
No, I didn't say he can't play, but he didn't show no.
So what isn't Drew Lock with somebody Denver?
Did he just go? He left us. He just left us. We just got rid of him. We had him this past
Oh,
year.
Drew Lock, yeah, okay, yeah.
Right?
Well, he wasn't as. If you go back to
I'm just saying. If you look towards the future, that's all I'm saying.
When he came out, and that doesn't mean anything, right? So it's like I said, as a team, your goal is to win as much as you can, right? But the quarterback is not ready. Is not going to be the guy to take the Steelers to the Super Bowl.
Right.
If the Super Bowl is their goal, which it should be, they'll get to the playoffs without a quarterback. Shoot, that some years they get to the playoffs without a doggone running back and a quarterback. So they'll get there using their formula, but they don't have to spend a bunch of money to do it. Oh shoot, hold on. Damn. What the hell? No, don't start. Don't restart. No.
Yeah, don't restart. Anyway, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Does he wind up in Pittsburgh?
No.
Yeah, it's taking too long. I don't know what's the problem. What's the holdup? I mean,
don't pay him that money. That's the problem.
Well, he deferred money with the Jets.
I ain't about to.
Well, he ain't gonna do it again.
I ain't about to hear. So.
Yeah, I did it for the other team, but I'm not.
He said, "I need my buddy." Shout out to Steve, man. Thank you for checking in with us, man. Appreciate your first time listening, man. Thank you, man. That's what we try to do on here, man. Have great conversations about sports, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Getting back to Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, he deferred the money last year. So y'all saying it's about the? I don't know. I mean,
he should quit.
Well, maybe he still think he can play. Do you think?
What you think don't matter to me. If I'm paying you, right?
Well, yeah. I guess, man. I'm
paying you is what I think. I don't know why this thing. I wish I would go to work and be like, yo, look, man, I don't think no, today I'm not working. I'm tired. Are you gonna go home? No, I'm gonna sit right here.
Well, no, you can't go.
No. I'm AR-12. I think I can still pay.
Shout out to Coach Wells. AR-12, yeah. Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, he might as well retire though. I mean, there's reports. There's a report that just came out. I think it looked like
about wall, man. They've been writing it on every wall in the league. Leave. Go.
Yeah. This is from Yahoo Sports.
Go ahead.
Andrew Vasquez from the Steel Wire saying Aaron Rodgers may retire instead of playing for the Steelers in 2025. So yeah, Steelers might be
helping his man Tomlin out.
Yeah. So he might be out, man.
That's friendship there.
So you saying his musical chairs is about to be over and he ain't about to be sitting down?
Yeah.
I mean,
and if that's the case, the Steelers who's on the Steelers roster now? Because right, that's it. There you go.
I'm sure they'll address it, man, because they just got dude from Seattle. So,
who you talking about? The wide receiver?
Yep.
Metcalf.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah, I would presume so. Yeah.
Yeah. They're not going to get a receiver like that and not get something to help them out. So
yeah, true that. So I don't know, man. So well, yeah, the football, the what's that? The musical chairs, man, is about to end, and like you said, Aaron Rodgers is probably not going to be sitting in one of them, man. Because like you said, it's taking too long, and that performance last year, I mean, that said a lot, man. Because the Jets gave him everything. The Jets got the coach going for him. The Jets got his man Devontae in there for him. Some other things, and they pretty much just gave everything. Just gave everything to him, and it just resulted in a disaster. It just a disaster, and for the Jets. But I think the Jets. Shout out to the Jets. I think the Jets. They new coach. I don't think he playing no games. He wasn't even having that. He was like, nah, we need to move on. All this stuff is gone. We're going to start anew. We're going to start afresh. Shout out to Aaron Glenn, man, who's the former D coordinator with the Detroit Lions, man. So, we're going to start anew. We're going to start afresh. And
the reality is that, Kev, it wasn't even new and fresh. They got rid of one player. He already had what he wanted when he went there, the defense. They got a good defense when they want to play. The offense is, a bad quarterback. He don't care who it is. I think he thinks he can win 10 games with, anybody playing quarterback.
Well, they had the running back. They had the.
That's what I said. Anybody playing quarterback. The team is good.
Well,
injuries.
The team, in my opinion, I could be wrong, Jet fans, when they fired Saleh, who was they man on defense.
The defense quit.
They went from, I don't know, they were second in the league to almost damn last.
They quit. They said they told the management, y'all quit on us, we quit on you.
Damn. Oh, but they don't never quit on professional.
Oh, they did. I play the game, they quit. So yeah.
I guess, man. I definitely guess, man. Let me move on here, man, to Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball started. Not a lot, to say. Like I said, the Yankees won their first game. Austin Wells, the Yankees catcher, he did something notably. He achieved something even before stepping in the batter's box for Tuesday Open, becoming the first catcher to bat leadoff in Yankee history. Then he connected with a 2-0 pitch from Freddie Peralta, launching a drive over the right field wall. It was the first open day leadoff home run hit by a Yankee, according to MajorLeagueBaseball.com, Sarah Langs, and set the tone for the Bombers' 4-2 season opener as the Yankees won. And couple of scores. Like I said, the Twins and Cardinals are playing. Cardinals are winning that game. The Dodgers and the Tigers are playing. I think they just started. No, it's the bottom of the fifth. You got the Cubs and Diamondbacks, Athletics, and Mariners will play tonight. Orioles just beat up on the Blue Jays 12-2. Rangers, the Red Sox beat on the Rangers 5-2. Phillies and the Nationals. The game's a final 7-2. The Guardians and the Royals is 7-4. Shout out to my pops, Guardians fan. I know he probably watched today. Ryan's Astros beat up on the Mets today, 3-1. Your man Juan Soto went yard for the only run of the day for the Mets. Giants beat the Reds 6-4. Braves and Padres won that game 7-4. The White Sox, they won today 8-1. The White Sox will be the only MLB team not to be hosted on a national televised game. Let that sink in. And the season is long. Now, one game they'll be on national TV. The White Sox were awful last year. The Marlins final they beat the Pirates 5-4 in today. So,
I thought you was trying to make a point for the White Sox. Like they wasn't deserving of anything.
Well, no, that was my point. They definitely was not deserving.
Sound like he was. Yeah, man. Hey, they got they got to work their way back up, man. That's it.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Any thoughts about the MLB opening and for the season? What's your thoughts on the season?
A lot of games to go. I don't make any determination on anything I see for another 2 months. So I'll watch games, but I'm not really going to have an opinion because it doesn't get serious till it gets real hot, and you got to start bringing guys up from the minor leagues to take over that 3-4 weeks in the middle of the season at the end of All-Star, and then you'll see what you can sustain. If you can move up, catch some other teams based upon your your farm system. So I don't really right now. I hope and pray the Yankees to come out hot like they did last year, because that may be the only way that we make it to the World Series again. So but we'll see. They didn't look bad today, but like I said, it's only one game.
D-Dub's thoughts on the MLB 2025 season?
Yeah, good. I'm glad baseball is here. It's back in the saddle.
Goes back.
Yeah, I watched the Yankees this afternoon, 3:00 start. So actually they was pretty good, and Mr. Wells started off. I mean he smoked it over that what's that, left porch? No, right field porch. Right field porch. I mean, for him, he was he's lefty. Yeah, he's lefty. So he's took a yard early on. So after that, it got a little scary in the ninth inning. But it's a good game to watch today. Baseball is back, and like I'm with the DA. It's gonna take a while. It's the first game, man. So I can't really make heads or tails. There's a lot of guys are sizzling from the spring training. They still pretty hot. They will cool down later on. So we still got it's a long season. It's a marathon. So
the Dodgers. Is this good for baseball? What they're doing?
They ain't do nothing yet.
Say that again.
I said they ain't do nothing yet.
What you referring to?
Well, I'm just referring to they hold all the purse strings, so to speak, and they signing this player, they're signing that player.
Hey man, I'm not mad at it, because we was once doing the same thing. So hey, listen, they want to win.
Injuries happen to everyone, regardless.
Absolutely. So regardless, if you sign these players, Mookie Betts, Shohei, all them dudes, somebody could go down and derail the whole season. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it really doesn't matter. Hey, I really expect my team to do it. If they got the cash to do so, I expect my team to go out and sign the people and get the best available players to make a quality team. So I'm not mad at them.
They're not going to get the money to charity, so
Yeah, right. They could have gave it to Skid Row down there. I mean, but they not.
They might.
I doubt it.
I was just trying to pull up the Dodgers. They lost today.
Dodgers playing.
Yeah. Well, sorry. That's right. It's 2-1 against the Tigers. They're in LA. Sorry, in the bottom of the fifth, man. As a Yankee fan, you can't be mad. And I think I said this a couple weeks ago. I said, George would absolutely spend the money on the Yankees. He didn't care. His kids are using CVS coupons. They'll spend, but they're like, nah, we're not doing that. And that's just what I think we talked about this with franchises, and how, when they're not not an organization, but when not a company, like how when the Knicks and Rangers were owned by Gulf and Western, the oil company, and they have money to burn. And when you have these I won't say mom and pop, because the Yankees are worth the franchise is worth like a couple $1 billion. But they thinking of spending less, and with no salary cap in MLB. And I want you to make this clear: there will never be a salary cap. I don't think so, because the Players Association have made it clear they are the strongest union in all of sports, Major League Baseball. Nobody else. So
yeah, Yankees are worth value at $8 billion. $8
billion. So in the South Bronx, check that out. So, yep, I'll do that. Ryan says he keeps on getting kicked off. Hopefully, Ryan can join us here. Let me, as Ryan does that, let me go to the NHL. NHL. I'm just gonna roll what the playoff position is. Dan, like I said, Dan come be with us. Washington, they are in the Eastern Conference. They're ahead here. They got 103 points. Toronto, they are second in the conference. Carolina is third with the third playoff. Then you got Florida with a 86 points. Excuse me. They had how many points here? They got, I can't even see that. Where's the points thing? 87 points, excuse me. And you got 89. Then Tampa Bay has 87. New Jersey with 83. Ottawa with 79. Montreal with 75. And then you got the the Islanders, Rangers, and Columbus looking on the outside, looking in. And we'll see.
74 points apiece. I mean,
yeah, for the Islanders and the Rangers. And Columbus has 73. Like I said, hopefully the Rangers can hold on for Sam Rosen with just a couple games left here in the season, man. So definitely, like I said, Dan couldn't be with us tonight, and he's not feeling well, and so like I said, I just went over the excuse me, the NHL, and I'm sorry, I didn't even do the Western Conference. Excuse me, Western Conference. Winnipeg. See, that's why I'm not the hockey dude. You got Winnipeg, you got Vegas, you got Dallas, you got Colorado, you got the Kings, you got Edmonton, you got Minnesota, and you got St. Louis. And then you have Vancouver on the outside looking in with 80 points, Calgary 79. The Utah hockey team was 75, man. So those guys are in contention, and we'll see what shakes down. Hopefully Dan will be feeling better next week or Monday, where he definitely go more in depth.
What we got, about 2 more weeks left for NHL?
Yeah,
Or
2 more weeks. Yeah, 2 more weeks, and then you got the playoffs, man. The NHL playoffs is definitely.
Yeah, because it's already 72 games. Yeah, they got about 10. Okay.
Yeah, so definitely do that. What we got here next here? The NCAA. Yeah, like I said, March Madness is among us, and BYU and Alabama. This game is what's this game here talking?
It was starting to open up a little bit.
Yeah, Alabama pulling away a little bit. Yep. So you got
47. Yeah, that one's about over.
Yeah, Maryland and
Florida.
Florida is
38-40.
Yeah, it's a tight game.
And then you have Alabama. No, I said that already. And then you have Duke and Arizona. That's the 9:30 game. And then you got the Texas
Tech.
Who y'all got in Duke and Arizona?
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. They're both good teams. I'll say Duke, but I wouldn't bet $1 on it.
Yeah, I'm with the DA. Like I said, if everybody's looking, Arizona's a good team too, man. I mean,
yes, they are. They're 4 seed.
They're 4 seed, so they're not like there's a slouch, and it's not like they could have a most certainly have a better night than Duke. But I would go Duke, but like I said, I would not at this point in the game. I would not be surprised if they get picked off.
Right.
Both schools will play for. At least this year, not in really great conferences. So
and Florida is the same way. Florida, it's a close game. Maryland's keeping it tight. I didn't think it was going to be this close either. But Maryland,
Florida, seven SEC teams, man, still left out of 16. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I think you said it. Well, we know that what has changed, right? The money.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the money. They're spending the money, and we talked about that on Monday. How the NIL has changed things, and some people think it's for the worst. Some people think it's for the best.
It's not the NIL.
Say that one more time. Not the NIL.
Yeah, I mean, at least not the way I saw the explanation. That the NIL is, that's strictly just for commercials. But the money itself comes from a collective. So, at Purdue, though, I'm going to put you out there, Kev. We know you put X amount of millions into Purdue. It's not NIL. That's Kevin Warren Fund for his alma mater to get players to go play at Purdue. And you and a few of your people
play tomorrow.
$15 million for the team. So I got you. That's not NIL money, though.
But so this is what a lot of people are screaming and hollering, and I know. So we're on the NCAA screaming and hollering. They're saying that these and I think I saw some from where you went to Norfolk State. What was the coach? He was talking about how
Yeah,
you know,
you become a Division II school.
or JUCO. Yeah.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I'm not saying the
Okay.
same thing as far as
Okay.
school, respectfully. Yeah, you play there 2 years to go play somewhere else. That's all.
But he was saying that they're gonna become a glorified JUCO. And if y'all didn't see this, so I think D-Dub sent me that post this morning to me, and that was he's probably right. What can he do to fix it? Can it be fixed?
That's the system they want.
Oh.
Same thing in football.
Oh.
Yeah, who said it's broken?
That's what they want. Like,
who said it's broken?
You go to a junior college, a mid-major. You have 2 good years there. You learn how to work out. You learn how to be on time for class, to be a student and an athlete. You learn to do all these things that you can do, and then you transfer. If you become a player that can be used at a bigger school, then you transfer. And then you got 2 years to actually get into the NBA, overseas, or G League, right? But the reason why they don't want freshmen is not because they can't play. They don't want them because they don't want to do all the teaching. It's a way to build a better mousetrap. You know, you're not teaching a kid what a pin down is. They already know. They did it 2 years at Townsend State. That's all. It's not that hard. You know, and to me, the problem will come because it's going to end up being a bottleneck, is that there has to be somewhere else for these kids to play. That's all. And I think, to me, like I said, the NCAA won to me. They won this because what happens is it's going to trickle down, and more D2 schools are going to get good players, which means more people are going to go to D2 school games, you know, or this school or smaller schools or whatnot. People are going to go to those games because those kids are no longer coming out of high school and going straight to Villanova.
Right.
So, you know, which, by the way, I think there's a coach coaching tonight that if he loses is going to be the next coach of Villanova. I forget which one. Is it the Alabama game or Florida? One of the teams coaches leaving. So you heard that here first from me. Oh, Maryland's coach, yeah.
Well, little coaching carousels going around, yeah. So,
and you know, again, they make excuses, right? They say, "Oh, well, the transfer portal, the time is right. That's why they got to leave now." Okay, well, y'all can move the dates like anybody else can move the dates, right? It's up to y'all.
I just think the whole college, football or basketball, they just need to. I think Eric said the other day, the angry one, they put some guardrails on it, man. So it can be, I guess, manageable. So we just don't be moving, you know, during certain times or whatever. Just put some guardrails on. I'm with that. Definitely with that. So
wait for the adults to be adults.
Well, that's definitely part of the problem. Let me go to this other article here real quick. And this is from CBS Sports. Jeremy Pruitt sues the NCAA. The ex-Tennessee coach alleges he was the sacrificial lamb, claims $100 million in lost wages. Former Tennessee coach Jeremy Pruitt filed a lawsuit against the NCAA on Thursday, claiming that the association conspired with the University of Tennessee and other parties to make Pruitt a sacrificial lamb in investigation in recruiting violations, according to DeKalb County, Alabama court filing obtained by Yahoo Sports. Pruitt is claiming $100 million lost wages as a result of the process, with a direct financial stake in the outcome. And in the face of glaring conflict of interest, the NCAA empowered the University of Tennessee to use its own attorneys to investigate the university, including Pruitt, and determine the scope of the investigation into alleged rules violations during Coach Pruitt's tenure as head coach. The filings read, University of Tennessee had a vested interest in a predetermined outcome of the one-sided investigation, so it could just justify his failure to pay Jeremy the millions of dollars due under the buyout and other incentives stipulated in his contract. The filings assert that the NCAA did not give Pruitt proper due process during the investigation and subsequent hearing. It also claims that in 2023, the NCAA applied and ruled against Pruitt that made null by a 2021 United States Supreme Court ruling that allows players to profit off their name, image, and likeness. I'll give it to the DA real quick. Your thoughts on the coach being let go?
The thing with Pruitt is funny, man. They say the folks I know that I guess not. I'm not gonna say insider information because I don't believe anything anybody tells me. But they said Pruitt's biggest problem is that he wasn't good with the alumni. Good coach, just not good with the alumni.
Well, that's a problem.
And that's why he's out there. That's why he was out there, because he wasn't good with the alumni. They actually kept what's his name there, the former, as part of the program, so he could deal with the alumni at the time. Let him just coach, but that didn't work out either. So
right.
But I mean, if he thinks he can get the money, then get it. I don't think it was I don't think it may have been a conspiracy in the setup, but it was what it was. He didn't have a whole lot of talent then either, so that kind of is different. He had more defensive talent. He had Shy, Tuttle, and those dudes there, but yeah, he didn't have a lot of, I guess, SEC level, because they were like some years got awful bad. So,
well, they only come up now, so
they good.
Yeah, they're good now. So, but like D-Dub said, man, hey, we're putting that on his resume, man.
Put that on my name, man.
That's why he's suing.
It's the coach's night, D. Go ahead, go.
Yeah, you already know where I stand, man. So yeah, I ain't got nothing for you on this one. Nothing.
Yeah, I'm with you, D. I'm not mad. I just,
I know.
Yeah, so Coach Pruitt, he's just doing this thing. I'm trying to. There was something else down here. He said the NCAA investigation found that 2 players who later enrolled at Tennessee received a direct payment from either Pruitt or the wife. One player family received $7,600 to pay for a down payment on a car and a rental property, along with $500 a month for a car payment for at least 25 occasions. Another player's mother told Pruitt that she could not pay for a necessary medical procedure due to existing medical debt. Pruitt gave her $3,000 to use on the medical bills and $300 additionally to help pay for gas. Normally, this is still a violation of current NCAA recruiting regulations.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Definitely, it is what it is. So, Coach Pruitt, D-Dubs is for the coaches this week. I mean, I should say this episode, and
for the coach.
But so when you say he's bad with the alumni, meaning that he didn't.
I don't know. They just said bad with alumni.
I think that
acquiesce to risk wishes, and I'm not sure exactly what, but hey, whatever he did, they didn't like it. So,
Mike Bristol chiming in. He says, "By the way, Angel Reed's brother plays for Mel." Yes, I did hear that and see that. Yeah, say that again, DA.
He's part of the Crab Five.
Crab Five. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, I never heard of that. Okay, they got a new name there. Crab Five.
Yeah. Maryland is a Crab Five.
Gotcha, man. So, yep. NBA Ryan is still having difficulties, so we might have to push the NBA to something else because
Yay! Oh, sorry.
Don't do that. Because I'm not prepared to talk about it right now. The Knicks lost. What was it? Knicks lost the other night. Who did they lose to? They lost to the Clippers the other night, man.
Yeah, they're not that good.
Well, I won't say they're not that good, DA, man. They still got Brunson out, bro. So,
I'm just stating facts.
Yeah. Well, we just know that if the coach doesn't play a rotation of more than 6, we're gonna wind up in the same boat again.
I would assume that's what they want because they just gave him a new contract.
Well, I mean, I guess, they lost to the Clippers the other night. D-Dubs, thoughts on the give a little bit of the Knicks.
Oh, what, the Knicks and the Clippers last night? They was up for a little bit. Then I seen the tide turning, so I turned it off. And it really, when I woke up, it was over. I found out the Clippers won, and they let Ben Simmons come in here, and Kawhi Leonard. Even I seen a Kawhi Leonard signing.
Oh, we saw Kawhi Leonard signing. Oh, shoot!
Yeah, the Kawhi Leonard signing. He played.
He wheeled out on the floor.
Yeah. Yo, man, I don't know if it's only me that feels like this, and it could be other people, man. Unless you just really are staunch. You loving the NBA, they fantastic. You think all of that? I don't know. I just don't. I'm just not feeling the same way like I used to feel. And it's, it's a combination of a lot of things going on. But
something I guess earlier that we talked about, but we're good. What I want to say here, I saw this earlier too. It said the NBA and FIBA is moving forward on the exportation of a new professional men's league in Europe.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
The new league will integrate into the current European basketball scene with teams also playing in their national leagues. The National Basketball Association, NBA, and the International Basketball Federation today announced their joint exploration of a new professional men's basketball league in Europe that will bring the sport to more European fans and accelerate the game's growth across the continent. The NBA and FIBA will continue discussions that began more than a year ago with prospective investors, teams, arena developers, and commercial partners.
Yo, what are we doing, man? Why don't they just make the league over there? Just
Well, I think that's what the article was saying. Is they saying they want to create a professional.
They do. They got a professional league in every country there. They have professional leagues in every country. Not a team. League.
Well,
you're in Spain. There's a league in Spain. There's a league in Italy, France, Germany. What's that? Spain, England, France, Lithuania, Slovakia. They got.
Is it just the NBA want to have their name to it, or?
Let me just read this. Under the plan being explored, the new league will be integrated into the current European basketball landscape with teams also participating in their respective national leagues. In addition to permanent teams, the league will also offer clubs a merit-based pathway to qualifications through the European basketball ecosystem. That sounds like this regulation. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
A pathway to what?
What are you giving to the Europe that they're not already doing? You're not giving them money. What are you doing that they're not already doing? That's all I'm thinking. Like, what are you doing? That's the only question I would ask. What are you doing that they're not already doing? They already have their own leagues. They said that we're going to allow them to play in their own leagues. What you're going to have, like an all-star team from each league that plays against the NBA teams? Then how the hell are they going to practice for their regular games? Don't they have a regular schedule? Well, I'll have to read into it. I don't even want to talk about it until I read into it because it doesn't sound like it'll work.
Yeah, it's just initially starting. So that just recently just came up. Oh well, and it was on the NBA.
I saw the byline earlier, but I was like,
on their website, man.
Okay, I gotta check it out.
Check it out. So those check it out, man. Like I said, that's on the NBA website. Before we get out of here, let me give the NBA playoff picture at least. The Thunder. Let me go to the Eastern Conference. The Cavaliers. They're the number one seed. Shout out to the Cavaliers. They keep on doing what they're doing. They have 58 wins to 14 losses. They're the number one seed. Then you got the playoffs will start today. You got the Pacers and the Pistons facing one another. Then that's the 4-5, and then you got the Knicks and the Bucks. That's the 3-6, and the Celtics is the number 2 seed. And then you got the people that's in the play-in. You got the Bulls, Heat, Hawks, Magic, and on the other side there, let me see if we can get my NBA guy in here. Ryan, can you hear us? Can Ryan hear us?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir, man. I was kind of subbing in. I just was in the I was going over the playoff picture for the Eastern Conference, and I left off at the Celtics being number 2. So you can pick up from there, sir, if you can.
Oh, okay. So Celtics number 2. So my apologies, man, for the technical difficulties, man. I keep getting kicked out. But
and he got kicked off again.
As he got kicked out
in the middle. So let me go. The Celtics. Somebody told Ryan, said, "I got it. We'll just take care of it next week." I appreciate his effort, and Ryan always trying to chime in and give a 100% effort, man. So I'm really thankful for that, brother, man. The Celtics is number 2. Like I said, the playoff. We're gonna try this again. Let me see if we can let Ryan in here. All right, Ryan, you good?
Yeah, I'm good, man, fellas. I don't know what's going on, man. I think it's an issue with my equipment.
Yeah.
But it seems like Knicks are locked into that 3 spot.
Yeah.
And then you have what? Indiana, I believe, and then you have.
Did we lose Ryan again?
Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody text Ryan and tell Ryan I got it, and we'll take care of it, please. Tell them I'll just go. I got it. The Bulls and the Heat, they're in the play-in right now, as well as the Hawks and the Magic. The Magic started out well, and they looks like they did a little tumble. And like I said, the Hawks are right there with them. And in the Western Conference, you got the Thunder. They're the number one. Shout out to the Thunder. The Thunder has been doing their thing all year long. Shout out to SGA and that Thunder crew, man. They are number one for a reason, man. Shout out to SGA. He should be the most valuable player of the league.
Oh yeah, by far.
The Rockets, Ryan's Rockets, they're number 2. They're 47-26, and then you got the playoff picture right now. It will be the Lakers will be at the number 4 spot, and they will be facing the Grizzlies. The Nuggets will be facing the Clippers, the aforementioned Clippers we talked about. And in the play-in, you got the Kings and the Suns, Kevin Durant's Suns and Devin Booker and them folks. And you got in the other play-in, you have now the Warriors and the Timberwolves. That's the play-in right now. Guys, any thoughts on this playoff picture before we end? Like I said, we'll tell Ryan, man, we got it from here.
I already told him, man. Hey, it looks like we winding down the stretch, NBA's, as far as the regular season. So, and this is where, they're trying to jockey for positions, but I think most it look like most of these teams are already kind of locked in,
right,
for the most part. So, we'll see if the teams that've been running all year long can continue to do what they do and get to the finals. So,
definitely. DA, before we get out of here.
It should be interesting. We'll see. I will have no comments till I watch at least one game in the playoffs, and then I want to see if there's any discernible difference between a regular season play and a playoff play. Yeah. So I really got nothing to say. I'm out.
Gotcha. Brian, can you hear us?
No,
we can't.
Well,
we're going to end the show. Parting thoughts, parting shots. I said parting thoughts. Parting shots. D-Dubs, what you got for us today, man? You got
great
for
show us as always.
Yes.
Good to see everybody. We'll see you on Monday. Enjoy the games. Not too much, not too heavy. Everybody have a great weekend.
Yeah. DA, what you got for us, sir?
It was 17 still in a tournament. That's crazy. Y'all better stop spending some money. If that's what it costs to be the boss, stop playing. Go ahead and spend it. Let's get it done.
And you're referring to whom?
Anybody else in college basketball.
Yeah. Shout out to the ladies too. I mean, there's one thing we forgot to mention. Juju, she got hurt. She hurt her Achilles for USC Trojans, man. Juju Watkins, man. That's big blow, college basketball, big blow, man.
Everybody was looking forward to seeing that, seeing these guys, the ladies, and some of these ladies in Final Four. See if we could get that matchup.
They may still get there because they won, so they may still get there.
Yeah.
They still won it. I mean, they still got a team to do it. So, it's just that it was just the Juju Watkins effect, and people want to see her. So that's all.
Though I don't think getting injured is ever a great thing. This is going to be my final shot. Though it's never a great thing, it'll give the young lady almost a year to rest up, get herself right, work on the game, do some things, because you usually come back stronger, especially at that age. So that's all. She just gets a break.
Definitely, man. Shout out to all those in the comments. Thank you so much. Those in the comments. I think Debbie, she joined us she said, to the party. Thank you so much. For all our newcomers that came in and checking us out, man. Yo, this is what we do Mondays and Thursdays. And sometimes we'll check out some of the interviews that we had, man. We got some dope people on for interviews, man. And we got some even more, we even dive deeper into things like, we've had doctors on here. We have, you name it, we got it, man.
So, IT folks, we do it all.
Yeah, we do it all, man. Because we love sports on this show, man. And sometimes there's other things on the outer surface, the outer band that encompasses sports, man, and makes for a better product, or you just want to see some other things. I think we got a brain surgeon coming on here in the next couple of weeks. We're going to interview, man. So that's going to be interesting, man, just to get hits.
So you can tell people what's wrong with me. So
Well, not that brain, but the the actual brain.
That's what I'm talking about. For my years of football, all the hits.
Oh man, so bad. D-Dubs, you had something else? I'm sorry before we get out of here.
Oh no. Talk about brain. I was talking about so we could talk about a lot of things going on. So not much. It's all good. We'll see you again on Monday.
Shout out to Steve. Yeah, Steve, we get down Monday, 7:00 Eastern, 7:30 on Thursdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, man. Thank you, man, for chiming in. We appreciate you, man. And like I said, we didn't have all our crew with us tonight. Ryan was having some difficulties, and Mike and Dan are under the weather, and the angry one, he's lifing tonight, man. But we was here, man. We held it down, man. Great show as always, man. Party shots. I don't have not too heavy. Shout out to all the new folks that was checking us out tonight. Like I said, man, we talk about all sports. We talk real sports. D-Dubs, what you got? You had your hand up, sir. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Sound like you. He's good, man. Okay. Like he's the producer. He's like, yeah, cut that. Yeah. Anyway, listen, we're going to roll out of here. We thank you so much for everybody chiming in. On behalf of myself, Kevin O. Warren, for Daryl D-Dubs Warren, for the DA and the rest of the crew, man. This is the Sports Chasers podcast. Y'all be good, be great, be blessed, man. We holler at you Monday, man, on the Monday night. Peace.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Sports Chasers podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms, and connect with us on all social media channels for exclusive content and updates. We'd also love for you to join the conversation, share your thoughts, and become part of the Sports Chasers community. And remember to tune in next time for some more real sports talk. Until then, stay frosty.